to my X journey, and it's Mrs. White again, and today we'll be comparing the Constance single gusset versus the double gusset. I know a lot of you were requesting that videos, so I'm finally able to release this video. So if you are new to this channel talks about Hermes 90% of the time, and which includes Hermes unboxing, Hermes shopping strategy. Occasionally I will film some shopping vlogs and of course some informative information for you guys. And if you have not yet noticed, I have a new microphone. Because I figured there are times when I edit the videos, sometimes the sound is not as consistent, and I've been doing a lot of research and I'm like, I should really, give the best quality to my viewers. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. Okay, anyway, so that if you like all these topics that I just talked about, 90% of the time, Hermes, then please make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you won't miss any of my videos. So with that being said, for those of you who've been following me either on Instagram or YouTube, you probably will be wondering since when I have Constance 24 double gusset, right? Because you guys know I would unbox everything that I purchased, especially in the US boutiques, and I have not yet unboxed this piece because obviously this is not mine. Okay, so you don't have to go crazy or like search photos or like search video because you won't find any. Okay, this is not mine. This is actually my mother-in-law's Constance 24 double gusset, and she purchased this one about 2 years ago, which is like in 2020 in Hong Kong actually. So it was not purchased in the US at all, and she was looking for a Constance for the longest time. And then back in 2020 there is no single gusset options, like there's no re-edition of the single gusset. So she always knew that she wanted the double gusset because back then it was like that's the only options, right? But anyways, as you can see, this is the taupe colors with palladium hardware because she preferred palladium. And of course with this like white stitches, it's always the greatest contrast, like with the taupe color and the white stitching. So this is really, really nice. And I don't know if you guys noticed this trilly, the way that she braided, it's very nice. I really liked it. I wanted to learn how can I do this with my Constance too. Please comment below and let me know if you guys like this option as an alternative way of braiding the trilly versus, mine is a little bit boring. It's just, having a bowl. I don't know, but I like mine anyways. So before I talk about the measurements, the weights and everything, let me show you guys how much it could fit in each Constance, like the double gusset and the single gusset, because obviously, they're different. They have different structure of compartments. So obviously you will probably think they can fit in different things, right? So let me show you what she usually put in her Constance 24 daily. Like she doesn't really like fit a lot of things in there. Not that it couldn't, it just, she doesn't have the need to. So I'm just gonna show you how she carries every day, especially in Hong Kong. So you see, she put her lipstick, and if you wonder like what color does she used this 64. So obviously this is from the first compartment, the front compartment. So I'm just gonna take it out. And then she puts her phone, and this is the iPhone 7. And then she also, usually she will have like tissues. And I think that's it for the front compartment. So for the back, she put her little like coin bag. This is from Bottega, and it's, very long time. And this is her Calvi in gold color. And this is her another Prada wallet. And obviously she has her car keys. And Hong Kong still require like mask wearing, so she has this like very cute Doraemon, like a mask protector, like a folder kind of thing, which is nice. It's very cute. Oh, I just realized she actually filled her own hand sanitizer in this little bottle here. Well, we need it every day for sure. So as you guys can see, like these are all the items that she put in her Constance 24, and later I'm going to put the same item to my Constance 24. But before I put it in, I want to show you guys, you know, what I usually put in my Constance 24 single Gussets when I use it. So let me just open this. And of course, I have inserts, especially this one is Nata color. So I would prefer having an insert to really protect, you know, the white. So since I have an insert, let me just take the whole insert out and show you guys what I have in there. If you've been following me, you know my favorite insert brand is DGAZ, the DGAZ. For those who don't know the DGAZ inserts, they actually use like silk types of material, the fabric, and then so it won't fiction my bag, which is really, really nice. And then if you're interested to know more, you can follow my Instagram. I have some videos about all the inserts that they have sponsored me. I'll put the link in the description box below as well. So I have, this is the Bottega card holder. I put a lot of things in there already. And I have my, this is iPhone 8, and then I have my lip balm from Hermes. I have tissues, of course, and AirPod, so I can listen to music while on the train or something. And I have my car key as well. And this is all I put usually. Okay, that's all I have. So do you guys think I can actually put my mother-in-law's items into this insert and then put it in my Constance 24? We will have to see. Let's test it out, guys. Okay. Let's see if it can fit first. Okay. Never tried it. So, ooh, fits. Let's see if I can close it. Oh, it fits a lot more tight than I usually would. So let's see if I can actually put this mask protector in, which I kind of doubted. It was a little bit long. I don't think I can put it inside the insert. So I'm not even gonna try more with the mask protector because I feel like it's gonna scratch my white bag. It's very light color, guys. Yeah, but otherwise it fits everything. Okay. Yep. No Doraemon here. Okay. So I hope this can tell you guys like what's the possible way of packing things into Constance 24, what they can fit and how much they can hold. Okay, I think this is very important, and I'm sure all of you will be interested to know, right? So I hope this is, you know, enough information. Yeah, please comment below and let me know if you have any other questions in regards to the capacity of each style, and perhaps I can answer you a little more. So before I start with everything, with the first comparison and whatnot, can you guys do a first guess? If you guys are watching Premiere, like, you know, feel free to like chat around and guess while, you know, I'm asking you guys questions, okay? So double Gusset versus single Gusset. Which one do you guys think weighs heavier? So please, you know, either comment below or, you know, put your answer through the chat room. So then, you know, I'll let you guys know. I will review it later and tell you guys which one weighed heavier based off on my hardware and leather and everything. Okay, you guys see, like, you know, the strap, if you don't really like help them stand up or something, it actually look pretty crazy. It's like a crazy hair day. Okay, so how I usually put on the shelf, like before I put it on the shelf, I actually would fix the strap and I actually put one side and towards the other side. So then the strap will look more structured this way, and it's more stiff. So then you won't see the strap is being too soft over time. So this is how I usually would do before I put it on the shelf. It actually stands nicely, like versus having a crazy hair, okay? Who wants a crazy hair? By not being so elegant, you know, with these bags. It's supposed to keep its shape as much as possible. Okay. Also, like when you go out and having a date night or something, like you don't want your bag to look like, I still want to keep the shape and all, and looks elegant, and you know, because how you put things, how not only how you dress, but like how you take care of your belongings actually represent your personality as well, you know. So make sure that you make things nicely. And then if you want these tips, and this is my tips for you. So now let's talk about the dimensions. Okay, again, I'm not reviewing the weights yet, but let's talk about dimensions. And by just looking at it side by side, you can probably notice the double Gussets is taller by height and compared to the single Gusset. So the double Gusset, the height, it's 7.25 inches. The single Gusset, on the other hand, is 6.8 inches height. Okay, and when you look at the depth, obviously, the double Gusset, it's more depth than the single Gusset. That's very obvious, right? Double Gusset is 3.5 inches depth. The single Gusset is 2.5 depth. It's very interesting. You might ask me, oh, so both of them, it's called Constant 24 officially from Hermes, but what's their width? If you watch my another Constance comparisons, which is the single Gussets versus the mini Constance videos, you probably notice something. And if you have not yet watched that video, I'll put the link above and down below, and you can check that video out. But now let me tell you, the width is actually not 24 centimeters, because normally for a Hermes, when they put a number next to their style, it means centimeters. Okay, it means the width. Okay, but in this case, for some reason, for the Constance, it's not accurate. I really wonder why Hermes called it Constant 24, because the width is actually 23 centimeters. You might think, well, the double Gussets consider a new version of Constance, and it should be 24 centimeter. But no, it's not. It's actually 23 centimeters as well. So to prove my point, I am going to measure it right now instead of a different shot. I would say it's almost exactly 23 centimeters. Okay, so when you look at my single Gusset, it's the same. Mine is like exactly 23 centimeters, which I think is very interesting because they've been called Constant 24. I don't know, I think this is the questions for Hermes, like why do you call Constant 24 instead of 23? You might be wondering, what about the strap? So I can tell you the strap are the same exact length. They are basically the same. So now the question is, which one weighs more? So keep it in mind, both of them only have one twilly. Okay, but also remember, single Gusset actually comes with a mirror. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the mirror. I don't know if some of you have already noticed, but the re-edition actually comes with a mirror because the original Constant 24 had a mirror before. So it's like a re-edition completely, so it comes with it. With that being said, let me review the weights. See if you guys are right. Okay, so double Gusset with one twilly, okay, because we both have twilly, we don't want to, you know, untie them or anything, just keep it nice and neat, right? So with one twilly, the double Gusset weighs about 1 pound and 7.8 ounce. Okay, and the single Gusset with one twilly with the mirror, listen to this, it weighs about 1 pound 9 ounce. Okay, If I say, well, weight without the mirror, just to be fair, right? Because double gusset does not come with a mirror. It weighs about 1 pound, 7.9 ounce. So you heard it right. It is still heavier than the double gusset by 0.1 ounce. I think that's a pretty surprising because when I first found out, when I actually weighed it before I filmed this video, I was like, how could it be? Because the double gusset is taller, it has extra compartments, technically the same amount of leather. Consider, you know, the single gusset at the back also have a pocket. So I would say, oh, maybe, you know, the one that in the middle, like where the double gusset has a divider sections which means like extra leather, versus single gusset doesn't have an extra divider, but whether it has a back pocket. Okay, then I was like, oh, it could weigh around the same. No, or lighter. The single gusset should weigh lighter, but the fact is, this is not the case. I don't know if it has to do with my hardware, because my Constant 24, the single gusset, is actually with gold hardware versus the double gusset, it's with palladium hardware. So it's very, I think it might have to do with the hardware, but not by much, just 0.1 ounce, to be honest. Not too much to stretch with, right? Yeah, I think this is very interesting. So the heaviest thing is the mirror. Okay, so let me share with you with our feedback on both Constant 24. So with the double gusset, my mother-in-law say it's actually not really heavy. Even when she put her daily stuff in there, she still feel like this is not heavy at all. Especially, she thinks it's probably because of the strap. It's made by leather instead of chain, because, you know, like compared to the Chanel Classic flap, this one, the Constant 24, does not dig in her shoulder, so it's not as heavy in compared to that. And she said even though it is a double gusset, you might think it's bulky, but then for her opinion, it's actually not as bulky. Even if she needs to put a lot of stuff in there, it won't need to stretch as much because it has enough space to put everything there. So when she puts everything that she needs into her Constant 24, it only weighs about 2 pounds and 13.9 ounce, which is very bearable. And she said it's not heavy at all. Her shoulder basically could handle it. And if you wonder about her height, just for your reference, she's about like 5 feet, and this still looks really good on her. So since she's a petite size, she still thinks this is not bulky on her at all. It's good. She loves it. Great. Now the question is, do I want one? We'll answer that later. So with my Constant 24 single gusset, I will say, you know, because I only have the mini Constant to compare before I actually compare with the Constant 24 double gusset. I think, you know, the single gusset is very useful. It's just very easy and straightforward. Just put stuff in there. That's just like how I feel. Like I don't have to think about like, oh, which compartment to put what, like which one is wider or more narrow, but rather this is pretty good. Okay, and I don't like bulky when the bag has a decent size. So I think, you know, the depth and all, it's perfect. So overall, I will say both of them have their particular benefits. And now after I actually measures and everything, I am maybe consider, you know, would get a double gusset as well in the future. But as of now, I think I'm still very content with my single gusset. So that would be my take on this. So please comment below and let me know what would be your preference, or if you have a double gusset, do you like it, and how much do you like it, and what do you usually put in there? Share with the community and let us know. And if you have a single gusset or if you have both, which one do you guys like better? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's videos. I hope this video is very informative for those who are considering a constant 24, like you want to give your essay even more description, you want a double gusset or you want a single gusset. Okay, please comment below and let us know and share with the communities like I just said. Oh yeah, and let everyone know like what color combinations or hardware will become your dream bags. You know, I always like to hear like you guys, like what's on your wish list. Well, this time's topic will be Constance. You can feel free to DM me. You can direct message me through Instagram, Mrs. YX Journey. And yeah, I love to chit chat with you guys. Okay, don't be afraid. I will always respond. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channels, please consider to subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you won't miss any of my future videos. And I've been saying I have some unboxing lining up and will be more to show you guys what I purchased this year. So as always, thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye.